I'll just start. Okay, it's begun.
Yeah. So, hello, guys. Welcome, everyone, for the Cricketing Astrologers. This podcast, as the name suggests, is all about prediction, and we are starting right away from the India Tour of England, the heading latest, which is going to start from tomorrow. And speaking about me, I'm myself Gokul, and nothing much more to say. And to connect myself among you, I'm a cricketing newbie who's all ready to talk about cricket 24/7. And trust me, I'm a very big Virat Kohli fan. And joining me is my mate Avanish. Over to you, Avanish. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, yeah, I'm great. And Virat Kohli fan, that means you're a cliche fan, I can say. That's the term I'm using for Virat Kohli fans recently. But yeah, you can be you. I can say you are also a loyal fan, given that he hasn't scored a century since 2019 in Test.
That's
So
fine.
let's move on.
That's
What are
fine for a
we? What
man
are
who
we
has
going to do
scored
today?
70 international centuries. Yeah, it's going on to the topic. Let's go straight away into the prediction stuffs.
Okay.
What is the India have almost raised the expectations hugely. We expect them to win in the overseas whenever they travel, and considering what happened in the Lords Test previously, we are very sure that they are going to. At least from my point of view, I'm very sure that India is going to put up a very good performance, and I expect them to win in the heading test. What is your prediction, and what's the prediction for the India 11 that you are going to choose? With we have to also remember that Virat Kohli has hinted that the pitch is not as green as it should be, and he has also hinted at maybe Ravichandran has been playing or not. So, what's your 11?
So, firstly, before the series even started, I predicted that we would win 4-1, but
Oh,
unfortunately, the first test was a draw. So, I still predict that we can win a 3-1. I think,
okay.
but let's see. Given that you said that the pitch is not green and Virat Kohli is saying, but we have seen still it's going to be plenty of swing, I think in the first
Yeah,
and second innings. Maybe if the pitch dries out very quickly, then we might see some difficulties. I think the squad will stay
yeah,
the same. Squad will stay the same. I remember we talked in our previous podcast that I said that maybe Shardul Thakur could come in because of his batting. Like he's
yeah.
a better batsman than Ishan Sharma,
Very
and
true.
since Jadeja is out, I think is he out? Though? Is he confirmed out or is he?
No, no, it isn't. They have hinted that they'll play the if at all everything goes right, they'll play the same 11. Virat Kohli has pointed out the same thing as well. That is batting form looks good.
Yeah, that's why I think you cannot miss him, and Jadeja is going to be a huge hit. I think so.
Yeah,
The playing 11 for me is it's going to be KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma.
yeah,
Pujara is going to be there because I don't think there's anyone who can replace him right now.
yeah.
At least in this squad. In this squad,
Mm,
then yeah, Virat Kohli, Rahane, uh,
Rishabh
yeah,
Jadeja.
Rishabh Pant. And then yeah, basically if not Jadeja, then Ashwin. And
Mm,
after that, I think Ishan Sharma will be there. Ishan Sharma and the rest of the bowlers, whoever are there, who didn't actually get the man of the match. KL Rahul actually got it, which is unfortunate
mm,
because
yeah,
Mohammad Siraj took 8 wickets. That is way higher than
yeah.
scoring a century, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. And yes, we're talking about the green pitches not being provided for England. But one should take into account that Jimmy Anderson commented before the start of the series that Indian players shouldn't complain if they get green pitches. Now I don't know whom to laugh at. English board is afraid to provide green pitches because they know that Indian team is capable of utilizing it to the fullest extent, even more than the English paces, considering the absence of Stott Broad and Mark Wood. So considering these things, Markwood is also not available for the next match. And who is going to be his replacement? David Mullen being called up. Who is going to be the opening pair? Will it be Ahmed and Rory Burns? So what about Sibley? There are a lot of questions in English cricket right now, and even their own former captains criticizing them. So what do you think should be England's approach? What should be their ideal 11?
I think they should go with the same squad which they played at Lords.
Oh,
I think it was yes because I think even though the openers were quite, I mean, it was embarrassing really. They played like Indian batsmen 20 years ago. So but I think that in the last innings, in the fourth innings, there was some that there was some maturity shown, and as you said earlier on, that Best also did support Joe Root, and at least now if the squad can support Joe Root till he, I mean, maybe he scores another 100, and if they can support him scoring 35, 40 runs, I think that will take them to a much better position. I think they should go with the same. I think they should trust their players, because if they keep on changing them, I think no one's going to play for them. I think
Mm.
there's going to be such instability, and there were signs. There were some good signs from I think Besto and Joe Root and Josh Butler and even Moin Ali. I think those four.
Sibley, so, and one should not take into account that Sibley has been called for the third test. He isn't there for the third test squad itself when they announced it earlier.
Yeah.
So they are going to definitely change the opening opening partnership, and then with Markwood not available, which is a very big
Yeah, I
misfortune
mean,
for the
those
team.
are the changes I think they should do, but otherwise, I think they should go with the same. I think, yeah, and Moin Ali I was quite impressed because
Yeah,
he played good. I think it
he
was,
played
yeah,
he was mature than the Moeen Ali who used to be in the previous years in Test match cricket. So yeah, he had a lot of temperament. His shot selection were pretty good compared to the other English batsmen. And for him to come back to English cricket after a long time, it was a good performance. Even with the ball, he got vital breakthroughs as well. And talking about them all playing 11, we should also talk about why England lost the second test. We all know that they triggered the fire in the English Indian team. So, what do you think should be England's approach mentally going forward in this game? With Joe Root saying that English team will play the way they play, Indian team we know how they play. With him saying that we obviously know they got carried away and they backfired the England team. Now Joe Root has come up with a very nice statement that English team are a good team and they'll play the nice game than going and sledging people that they did in the second test match. So, what do you think is the
I
ideal
think,
approach for the
yeah, I
England team
think
going
I think
forward?
it's I think deep down he knows that
Yeah.
he is nowhere. Like the London boys cannot compete with the Delhi boys. So, however, Peaky Blinders, we have our own gangsters out there, and they will surround you. I mean, we've been.
Wow.
I mean, I have been
One should have
in.
watched Ollie Robinson's gesture.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ovation Ollie Robinson got. Yes, of course, he got a standing ovation, but from the
That
Indian
is
players surrounding the 22 yards.
That was great. That was great. That was street fight. That was when you're
Wow.
going to your college and some of your friends. I think someone just insults someone like "Abe dekh ke chal," and that's when all his friends are surrounding him. And basically, there's no fight. There's no fight. We're not doing anything. We're just
Yeah,
threatening you that you won't be able to come the next 2 days. So
exactly.
and that's the it's fine. I mean, we have gone through it against Australia and England, and when they were on the top, they used to do it, and now he
Exactly.
can play good games, but deep down he knows that
In fact,
that
we weren't the one who started it. Actually, they were the ones who
yeah,
started it.
yes.
They put the trigger in us, and then for me as a Virat Kohli fan who was waiting, please let Virat Kohli for him to bring the best out of him. No, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And Jimmy Anderson doing you know what Jimmy Anderson said, which was a statement provided by ESPN. He said that why he got angry on Bumrah, the sledge that something was going in front of them on the end of day three, I guess. It was because until the moment he came in, Bumrah was bowling at 80, 85 miles per hour. And even Joe Root insisted James Anderson that Bumrah wasn't bowling too quick, so he can watch him and leave the ball alone to its merit. But then once Jimmy Anderson came, it was straight away 90 miles per hour, which Jimmy Anderson said that confronted that he was so stuck. Like, why should a bowler bowl suddenly at a high pace? And he also made out a statement that Bumrah was not trying to get him out because he was bowling 12 balls an over, and he was not trying to get him out. That made him furious. And I didn't expect such a legend, Jimmy Anderson, to come out and say with these sort of excuses. And I never felt, even in my wildest of dreams, that I would be feeling pity for an Englishman, especially James Anderson, the way I felt on that day.
Yeah, I think but now what do you think, like the test match first day, predict the first day Okay,
first day.
let's start by predicting because we are astrologers. Who
Yeah,
will win the
yeah,
toss?
we are astrologers. We have powers from different planets. Trust us.
So,
Yeah, you'll get the vibe as long as once you get along with us.
yeah, I mean this is the base, like the basic course, introduction course, so
Yep.
introduction episode. But yeah, who will win the toss? And
Oh no, this is not even a prediction. For even as a Virat Kohli fan, I will be proudly saying that Joe would just walk in the park. Why should Virat Kohli walk for the toss at least? At least save his legs. He doesn't even need to walk for the toss. Just give England whatever they want to choose. At least it'll look like India is dominating England, so they're letting them choose whatever they want to instead of going out there and losing the toss. Man, I don't know Virat Kohli. If at all Virat Kohli has to practice one thing in cricket is to flip the coin or at least to call for the toss.
I think he needs to.
What's your take?
I
But
think
still, after having said all this, I still feel that since Virat Kohli has lost the toss for the previous two test matches, he'll come up good against in this test match and he'll win the toss.
I think there's a technique to have whatever you want from a toss. So I think he should
Oh,
learn that. I think
what's that?
it's specific fingers if you hold. No, I'm kidding. It's nothing like that. So, but
Oh,
you can
then
use.
then let me maybe text Virat Kohli or mention him on Twitter refer to you for the guidance for the toss from here on.
I think, I think okay, all
Maybe
right.
maybe
I think
Indian team should hire a toss coach.
yeah, okay. And
Yeah,
anyways, so we can actually take the most toss, like which captain has won the most tosses, and then we
MS
can.
Dhoni,
I think Dhoni has also lost a fair share of.
but Dhoni is known for winning the tosses. Even in IPL, he wins quite a number of tosses.
Yeah. So, well, like after the toss, now coming to the test match. So we don't know. Probably
Mm,
tomorrow when we do another episode, we might get an
yeah,
idea about how the
yeah.
test match is going. So
The
serious stuff,
pitch is
serious.
for sure is dry. It is not green for sure. And it is expected to turn from the third day or the fourth day, assisting the spinners. And the weather prediction, this is. I think the weather prediction in England is much difficult than any other cricket prediction or any other prediction in sports. I don't know. I don't know whether why is there a need for weather prediction in England because nothing is going to happen as they say, and they have obviously said 3 days of perfect cricket with full sunlight. They have said I don't know how long it will sustain. I don't know. I will not be surprised even if I see the rain in the first hour itself. To be honest,
Yeah, yeah,
and Ashwin in his latest podcast, he has said that he was being informed that they'll have perfect sunlight for the next 2 days prior to the second test match, and then there is the rain before the toss has been toss has taken place. So I don't know. This is something that frustrates me as a cricket fan watching rain in England. But at least I hope that this time the weather prediction goes right.
yeah.
Yeah, and coming to the point you here, so yeah, we have to talk about who's gonna be performing and not performing. What do we expect? Let's
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about from both the sides. What if India bowls first or India bats first? Whom are you expecting to perform?
I think if India bowls first,
Mm,
I think the Mohammad Siraj would look to continue his form. But we have to see, according to pitch, who will be
mm,
like who will come on top. But I think Mohammad Siraj will still yet perform. I think he'll take 5 wickets this match. Yeah, he'll take 5 wickets. Not in first innings. Total, I think he will take 5 wickets.
oh, in the
Yeah,
total match. Okay, yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
he'll take
For
five
me,
wickets.
for me, I would say Shami has been bowling really well, but hasn't got the reward that he needs to get in the past two matches. I feel that if Shami can bowl the way he has bowled in the past two matches, he'll end up getting more wickets than he has done in the last two matches. And Jasprit Bumrah, he's in terrific form. Actually, we had a prediction, we had a conversation that Jasprit Bumrah has been back into form after the first test. But the first innings of the second test slightly had some doubt whether he is in form or not, having been wicketless. But the way he came back in the second innings really uh,
You're
gave
saying
all answers to the questions.
best. Who will be the highest taker for India? Let's just predict these things because we already know what
Uh,
the future is. So
yeah, yeah,
pretend
we already
predict.
know. It's just for people to inform what's going to happen, right?
Yeah,
There's
I
no
think
big
so. So
excitement in me.
Mohammad Siraj will have 5 wickets.
Yeah, and I think Virat Kohli. If I don't mind whether India is batting on the first day or as feeling first, but Virat Kohli will get 100 in this match.
I
It's a
think
mix of it's a mix of me being a Virat Kohli fan as well as some vibes getting into me and telling me that Virat Kohli is going
okay.
to get 100.
I think so. Someone just yesterday, actually, I had a call and he told me that
Yeah.
the match is already fixed and Ajinkya Rahane is going to actually score a century
Okay.
in the first innings where India
Okay.
bats. Whatever, first day or second day, but Ajinkya Rahane is going to score a century and Virat Kohli won't even get a 45
No,
both
give me
innings.
the number of that guy, please. I'll have to contact him in person to refer
Yeah,
to certain things.
but that's
Yeah.
fine. See, I'll just
On
finish
behalf
my
of all the
prediction.
Virat Kohli fans, I want to refer him.
I can't
Yeah.
reveal my sources as a good journalist does or good
No, I was
astrologer.
strong enough to ask that, being confident that you won't reveal, so that I'll be in the safe zone.
So, okay, I'll just finish my predictions. You give me yours.
Okay.
So, highest wicket taker will be Mohammad Siraj with five
Hmm.
wickets, total 5 wickets. I think uh,
Okay.
those will be divided. I think so. 5 wickets. Virat Kohli won't come near for like 45. He might score 45. And Ajinkya Rahane to score century in the first innings. What is your like?
My prediction is, if at all India bats first, I think the openers might not give the same kind of start that they have been giving so far in this tour. And it's the time for the top three, which is the very strong middle or Ajinkya Rahane, very experienced one, we can say. Ajinkya Rahane, Virat Kohli, and Chateshwar Pujara showing their class. I think all three will come up good. And for me, I feel that Virat Kohli is going to get a century and prove that he's the king of the cricketing world.
All right.
And
So,
and coming to the bowling, yeah, I feel Shami and Bumrah will be the key.
okay, let's see. So, yeah, it was a I think fun episode. All right. So, we
And
are not.
yeah, before finishing, I want to give one more prediction. If at all India gets to bowl first, I know Ben Stokes is not in the series, but Virat Kohli will be calling Ben Stokes 999 times if India happens to bowl first. Mark me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
and yeah, all right. So it's been good. I think we have to wrap it up. We don't want to make this a long episode, but yeah, it was fun.
Yes.
I think this was just I think the first episode, just getting into the rhythm. Let's see tomorrow what might happen. But yeah, again, I think we mentioned it in our previous podcast that how India is actually the flag bearers of Test cricket. So people are actually
Okay.
watching Test cricket because of India with the aggression for every ball. So let's see
I
how
have to
exciting
say
this
this.
will be.
I spoke to English man who is a cricket coach. He's 60. He's coaching young kids, getting them ready for the club cricket in Lancashire. And what he told was, I asked him about the technique of the players and where Joe Root stands for the English crowd. They rated Ben Stokes better than Joe Root when it comes to Test cricket because of the character that he possesses. They see him similar to Andrew Flintoff or Virat Kohli, the larger than life character Ben Stokes is. And they also made a statement. He also made a statement that they would love if they have a player like Virat Kohli who can carry the game, who can create that aura, which can bring back England to cricket more than football. He said that's how they miss a player such as Virat Kohli.
That's desperation from their end. That please,
They want Virat Kohli.
you already have
See, that's how
70,000
Kohli is. We are
fans.
Viratians, bro.
Yeah, yeah, because England already have about 70,000 fans per club, and they have 20,000 fans for entire cricket for them. But that's a problem they have. All right, we'll talk about it in our weekly podcast. That's how
Sure.
it works. We are
Yeah,
not.
as being cricket nowadays, we are getting and boring and boring. Sorry, guys. We'll stop right here. That's
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, even though we don't care that much about who listens to us, and we don't care
Yeah.
about you also, but still, we have some principles. And
Hmm.
no, actually, we care a lot because please like us, because otherwise, if we are desperate, like the England cricket needs Virat Kohli,
Hmm.
we need him. I can actually
Yeah.
cry, but let's see. Okay, so
Indian cricketing fans needs the cricketing astrologers for sure, and you guys will realize it in the days to come. See you on the next day. This is
yeah.
on behalf of me, cricketing astrologer Gokul. Thank you.
Yeah, and bye bye from me. I'm Avanish, and visit our website and subscribe to us on YouTube as well. If you have free time, I mean, who everyone has free time, so just subscribe. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye, guys. See you.